Top 10 weirdest restaurants that actually exist in the world. Regardless of the occasion, we all have our favorite restaurant to dine at. The 5th generation Italian pizzeria in the corner, the little Korean spot where the squid is so fresh that it's still alive when served, or the traditional dinar that looks so run down but serves delicious food. But just how weird do restaurants get? You'll be amazed. Top 10 Dinner in the Sky. Dinner in the Sky, more like a mobile restaurant than an eatery in one specific location. Dinner in the Sky has become a very popular dining concept in the last few years. It might not be the most affordable dinner, costing from $70 to $270 per head depending on the time of day and the menu, but eating it 150 feet above the ground does sound like an unforgettable experience. All over the world, it's common for people to have meeting fancy dinners or celebrate marriage with dinner in the Sky. Apparently the menu is never the same. In the last 10 years, the concept has become increasingly popular that you can now experience it in over 40 countries around the world, such as Belgium, Germany, Australia, Sweden, the United Emirates, or Australia. Topo 9 The Greenhouse, Amsterdam restaurant. Nowadays, the story nature lovers and green thumbs, take note. If eating a meal surrounded by flowers, trees and herb gardens sounds ideal to you, check out Amsterdam's Restaurant de Cas, housed in the building which used to be Amsterdam's municipal nursery. This special space became a restaurant in 2001, when Michelin star chef Gert-Jan Hageman repurposed the greenhouse and saved it from being demolished. Topo 8 Cannibalistic Sushi, Japan. Cannibalistic sushi. In Japan, if you've ever wondered how Hannibal feels when eating a roasted human leg, Cannibalistic Sushi is the place for you. Food at these restaurants across Japan. After placing the order, the guests wait for the waitress to direct them to body. In front of the visitor's eyes, the skilled waiter inspects the body with the help of the body and allows the guests to catch the food. The sushi is hidden in the realistic model. Thanks to special effects, service process and autopsy are unbelievable. The food is special red sauce drips to give the impression of blood. The attention to detail of these human sushi models is so fine that the sushi have sashimi within it are shaped like human organs. It's not a restaurant for the faint-hearted. Topo 7 The Chill Out Lounge. The Chill Out Lounge. Now for a restaurant you think was built by accident, the Chill Out Lounge is the first iced lounge in the Middle East with its beautiful sculptures and interior lighting. The lounge is an experience worth the clod. For around £17, which is $23, you get to enjoy complimentary drink on arrival and some warm socks if needed. The lounge is the only ice restaurant in the world that serves hot drinks. All you have to bring with you the courage to dine at sub-zero temperatures in the middle of the desert. Many countries exist a major number of specialists with world-class ability. However, there is constrained help for them, as to places where they can perform and build up their craft, and getting paid for their diligent work and ability. So we began Chill Out, a social eatery where we arrange 24 social occasions month to month, making openings for workforce specialists to perform and express their craft, while we empower individuals from all ages to esteem and bolster national expressions, utilizing advancement and innovation as our principal stage. Topo 6 ONOIR. Otto, a blind passer from Zurich, used to blindfold his guests while so they would enjoy a similar experience to him. You might think that because you are eating in the dark, the food might not be as good, or that they might lack on presentation. This is sometimes the case when restaurants have a hook of some kind. Otto is the opposite. The food is truly decadent and rivals that of many upscale restaurants. Without your sight, taste, texture and scent are what you rely on, and your senses will not be disappointed. Topo 5 Lapis in Waterfall, Philippines. The Lapis in Waterfall restaurant in Philippines doesn't need air conditioning or mist sprinklers. They get it for free by being near a waterfall. Customers don't need shoes as the bamboo tables are always surrounded by water. The menu is based on traditional local cuisine and entertainment is provided by dance and music shows with the water massaging your feet whilst eating. There are a lot of spots offering novel eating encounters far and wide, be that as it may. At the Lapis in Waterfall restaurant, Visitors can lounge in the magnificence of the Filipino wilderness while absorbing their feet the cool, clear water. Who wants to dine by the water when you can do it in the water? It's not a natural waterfall but a spillway from the dam. Its reservoir was turned into a lake where visitors can go rafting and explore the Filipino culture it shows. Located at the bottom of a very active waterfall at the Villa Escudero Resort, guests indulge in incredible local eats. Topo for A380 InFlight Kitchen, Taipei. A380 InFlight Kitchen Restaurant in Taipei manages to satisfy your craving for airline cuisine without turbulence. They welcome you aboard and you even get a boarding pass if you have to wait for a table. The decor is inspired by the fuselage of a super jumbo A380. The restaurant resembles the inside of a plane, with faux oval-shaped windows, baggage compartments and speckled blue seats complete with headrests, and the menu they serve is similar to what is served in the air except it's more varied than fish and chicken, including soups and salads. You get an overhead luggage compartment and can get seats in first class if you make a group reservation. Topo 3 Tombs Restaurant, India. The Tombs restaurant in India might make swallowing your food a difficult task. Opened in Ahmedabad, the restaurant is actually called New Lucky Restaurant as the owner believes it was a lucky call to open this place. The joint is busy every day as people seem attracted to the weird experience of dining with coffins. The cafe is built on an old graveyard, and rather than disposing of the coffins, the owner decided to leave them in the restaurant. Yes, you're eating while staring at some dusty coffins with skeletons inside them. Be that as it may, the New Lucky wasn't generally situated on a burial ground. Back in the 1950s, a man named K.H. Mohammed opened a tea slowdown outside the graveyard, and Nair helped him run the place in the long run, turning into his accomplice. Business was great and the place began growing until the point when its dividers began surrounding a portion of the graves. It may sound odd to us Westerners, yet in a nation where 3 times the number of inhabitants in the US is pressed into a zone 33% the size, space is at a premium, and it's basic for memorial parks to fill different needs. Topo 2 Vertigo. Vertigo, one of the finest culinary experiences in Asia. Vertigo is a unique sky bar due to its deck shape. You can easily imagine you're floating in the air at Vertigo. They serve unique cocktails such as the famous Vertigo Sunset or a seafood dinner. There's absolutely bounty at which to gulp at this 360-degree city champagne bar. Seats are roosted at in excess of 400 feet high, at the highest point of Tower 42. Expect champagnes from the greater part of the huge hitting houses close by, a couple of exemplary mixed drinks, containers of wine and sustenance running from sharing platters and charcuterie sheets to smoked salmon, servings of mixed greens and linus with each. Topo 1 Ninja Restaurant, New York. If your favorite Sunday afternoon movie is Beverly Hills Ninja, your Sunday dinner should be at a ninja restaurant in New York. Set like small warrior village from the 15th century, the place is crawling with ninja waiters who take your order then disappear in a cloud of smoke. Loved by kids, the sword magic tricks are equally enjoyed by adults in what is one of the most interesting places in the world, where you pay not only for the food but for the experience as well. Each gathering of burger joints gets its own particular alcove, which rapidly goes up against the part of a prison cell as the ninjas, conveying and evacuating dishes, relentlessly slide the latticed entryways open and shut, shut and open, endlessly. The lineup of dishes isn't introduced on a parchment. It blends clear Japanese admission, tempura, sashimi, soba, yakitori, with flights of extravagant that are grounded, however just fairly, in Japanese and French conventions.